One of the problems that I have with the so-called social justice warriors and with this movement is that they're enforcing a certain type of thinking and behavior, and they're incredibly aggressive about it, hence the warrior term.
Yeah, well, I think a fair bit of that is grounded again in temperament, which is quite comical. I mean, one of the things that our research indicated, research on political correctness indicated that this trait, agreeableness, is a good predictor of holding politically correct views, and also that being female is a good predictor of holding politically correct views. And I think part of the reason for that, and the warrior aspect to it too, is that agreeableness is a maternal instinct trait, roughly speaking. And you know, human beings have very powerful maternal instincts. That's true for women and for men, because men are very involved. Male human beings are very involved in the raising of their children, which makes them quite different than many large animals. On the one hand, if you're very maternal, you're very compassionate and protective of those that are within your kin boundary. And you can try to include more people in that if you want. And that's the political goal. But you're unbelievably hostile to anyone who's outside of that you regard as a threat/predator. And so agreeableness makes you divide the world up into protected children and predators.
And you see that on social justice warriors' Twitter pages. I mean, I follow a bunch of them, and I go to them and I watch this, incredibly supportive, to ridiculously so, of in terms of like mediocre expressions, tweets that, oh my God, it's so brilliant, and it's like you're saying almost nothing.
Yeah.
And they're so incredibly supportive of the people that think along their lines, and so incredibly hostile, and this idea of shaming people that don't agree with them, not interacting with them, but almost immediately insulting them, almost immediately marginalizing them, which is ironic. This is what you see constantly, is like super supportive and super aggressive against people that have any sort of an opposing viewpoint.
Yeah, well, they're all predators, the ones that have an opposing viewpoint.
And that's how they define them.
It's one of the things that's very comical about this, from my perspective, is that it's such sex stereotypical behavior, is that at the same time that the social justice warriors are denouncing the idea that psychology, for example, might have anything to do with sex differences, they're acting out sex stereotype behavior like mad in terms of their persecution of predators and their protection of the kin/in group.